Good evening and welcome to REV Cucina Sundays. It is September 7th. Can't believe this month is going as fast as it has. It's been a hell of a week. So I thought tonight I would do something a little different. Well, not that different, but I'm going to make a pasta. But it's a pasta that bridges the seasons. And so what better bridge of the season than pomegranates? And pomegranates are that late summer, early fall. And I'm going to mix them in a pasta, which is basically a lemon and pomegranate sauce, which I call Sunshine and Rubies. And we're going to pair it with a Ariana Ochapente Rosso, which has got a black cherry berry notes and very earthy. I think you'll like it. And we're back. So the ingredients for this dish. We have fresh cut San Marzano Roma tomatoes, sliced. We have shallots sliced thin. I have a bunch of parsley chopped, basil that is torn, lemon zest from about a lemon and a half or two, and then the lemon juice from that lemon. And of course, the star of the show, pomegranates. Now, pomegranates are something that comes in late August into the fall, so it's a good transition from the seasons. And I thought this pasta would be pretty light, but at the same time, recognizing that transition. I've been cooking all day ossobuco, which is phenomenal. I'll plate it. I didn't want to do it because it would take too long on a kind of presentation, but man, it's just a great deal, and I'll post the recipe. And we're back. And before I start the whole process of tonight's pasta, I just wanted to show you the ossobuco, which I have plated, and be jealous because you're not going to have it. And we're back. So before I start, I wanted to show you, like, when you want to get the pomegranate seeds, it's pretty easy. What you want to do is just cut that sort of top off, right, all the way through. And then it's pretty interesting to get those seeds out. You kind of cut along the veins here. I don't know if you can see the veins. Just scour down those, right? And when you do that, you'll make this sort of star. It's a little messy. I'm going to do it over a bowl. And then you just spank it. I'll show you. And we're back. So once you've scoured down the veins, right, you cut the top off and put it over a bowl because it gets kind of messy, and you just sort of hit it like that and the seeds just fall out, And then if you get some of the white pithy part, just rinse it in water and that rises to the top, and then you just pull it out. I like this part because it's like spanking it, Anyway, so that's how you get the pomegranate seeds out that you're going to put in this dish. And we're back. So now I've heated the oil about 3 tablespoons. It's pretty hot. It's starting a little bubble, and now you want to throw your shallots in. First, you cook the shallots until they're kind of softened and a little translucent. You can tell. You don't want to burn them. I'm using this sort of made-in pan, which is kind of a nice little saucier pan. I like it a lot. It's good for this kind of sauce. So let those go for a little bit, and then you're going to add the rest of the ingredients. And this is like a 10-minute dish. It really doesn't take very long. So the next thing you'll throw in is the tomatoes. And we're back. So these shallots are kind of nice and soft. So now we're just going to add in the tomatoes. Let them cook 5 minutes or so. You don't want to overcook them. You want to release the tomato, just kind of stir them in there. And then you're going to add the lemon zest. That smells good already. And then you're going to add some of the chili paste. This is a Anuya paste. It's a very hot sort of paste. I'm going to do a tablespoon in there. And stir that around while the pasta is cooking. And, that's pretty much it. You're going to put the pomegranates at the very end. Going to let this cook a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. And we're back. So we're going about 3-5 minutes. These tomatoes are nice and softened. And now I'm going to add in the lemon juice, the fresh. It's about a juice from 1 lemon. Gonna let that go a little bit. And then the pasta, once that's done, you're going to toss it in here and finish this with parsley and torn basil. And then you're going to toss the pomegranates on top. You don't cook the pomegranates. They'll heat up a little bit and release. So this is a pretty good dish. Let's let this cook a little bit more. Enjoy a sip of wine. Hope you're having a great Sunday. See, our Texans didn't do too well today. So much for the new offensive coordinator. Be that as it may. Let me get the pasta in. And we're back. So now I am going to put the pasta in here and then let it cook a little bit more. Now, again, that pasta is a little bit al dente, and I'm taking it right from the pot into the bowl. So you get a little bit of the pasta water when you're doing that. And, you know, instead of having to throw more in there. And if the sauce needs a little bit, and you can add some more, but I think this is probably plenty. And we'll toss that up, and I'll be ready to play it. And we're back. So I put the pasta in, and what you want to do is get a little toss around and sort of toss it to kind of release some of that starch. I don't think you need any more, pasta water. You could if you like your sauce watery, but this looks like pretty good consistency. Smells wonderful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some fresh basil to it before I plate it, and some parsley. And let's see what happens if I throw a few of the pomegranates, get them a little heated. The majority of them I want to put on afterward. So now I'm going to plate this and finish it, and we'll taste it. And we're back. So I've put this in a little bowl. Looks beautiful. Got the pasta, put some tomatoes. Now what I'm going to do is going to take sort of a handful of the pomegranates on top with some of the torn basil, a little parsley, and give it a little toss. Maybe add some more pomegranates. Now notice I didn't put a whole lot of salt in here because I've salted the water for the pasta. But I do want to put some black pepper. Shoo, the magic of stepping out. And it's not too hot. And that just looks fantastic. I don't know if you can see it. Now let's give it a taste. It's called Sunshine and Rubies, the lemon and the pomegranates. Let's give this a little, get a little bit of everything in there. Oh man, it is really good, very lemony. The taste of pomegranate and the shallots. It all just comes together in that sweet basil. That's a great transition dish. I'm going to enjoy some of that veal. You have a great Sunday, a great week ahead. And again, this wine here, this Ariano Ochapente, this is a great berries and cherry flavor. Goes well with this. It's not too heavy. You can go with a white wine with this if you wanted to, but I think this is perfect because I'm going to have a little bit of the veal. So have a great week. Buon appetito.